Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Carnage, and we're going to be working on my Zero to Hero starter series here for Marvel Strikeforce. The point of this series is going to be taking you from the beginning of the game all the way up to end game content, DD5, Doom Raids, and stuff, starting at the very basics all the way to telling you what teams to work on for your end game stuff and what teams you kind of need for your campaigns, your later campaigns, what teams to use on your Doom Raids, and things like that. Okay, well, let's get started. First thing I want to talk about is the Marvel Strikeforce website. So, there's a website called hub.strikeforce.com, and on that website, you're going to get a couple of free milestones for 100 energy and a few orbs, which is very nice. So if you're doing that and you're playing with people who aren't doing that, you're going to generally progress a little bit quicker than they're going to. On top of that, when you first join that website, there's going to be an amazing $1 offer for Silver Surfer, 2 million gold, 2,000 power cores, and 200 gold training materials. That's an amazing deal. Probably the best deal I've ever seen in this game. Probably the best deal I will ever see in this game. So that's the website real quick. To log into the website, they're going to ask for your PID and your access code. To get that, you're just going to come up here to settings. You're going to hit get access code. Then you're going to hit reveal. Excuse me. And that gets you onto the website and you get all those goodies from there for free. Or $1 if you buy that. I think everybody should buy that Silver Surfer bundle, though. That's so good. Next, we're going to talk about a little bit of a spending guide. If you're not a spender, you're going to be completely free to play. You can go ahead and skip this section. That's fine. But if you are going to spend any type of money, here are some things I think you should be spending on. First and foremost, when you first start the game, there is going to be a power starter offer for Sinister Six. It's going to be a $20 offer, and you're going to get 4-star Sinister Six with 10,000 energy as a calendar. But that calendar is bugged right now, so when you buy the offer, you're not going to get your energy. You're going to need to message support, and they'll be like, oh, our bad, and they'll just give you the 10,000 energy up front, which is very nice. And that's 10,000 XP. As you can tell, that's a third of my level. Very good offer. Not only that, but the Sinister Six is very versatile. They're kind of a jack of all trades. They do everything pretty good, but nothing amazing. You need them for the Villains campaign. There is a section of the Villains campaign that requires Sinister Six. You need them to unlock Invisible Woman, and you can use them to unlock Shuri. But you can use any Spider-Verse to unlock Shuri, so they're just one option of many, but they're also the easiest to get, especially early, so you can get an early Shuri. I already have my Shuri, and, I love her. She's a great character, and she's so good. I'm going to be taking her to DD5. She is one of our DD5 characters, so getting Shuri early, working on her early, slowly building the Wakandas around her, just amazing. So Sinister Six can do okay in Arena on my main account. Back when I first started playing, but that was also a few years ago, I got to top 10 with the Sinister Six. I stood there for a little bit, and I didn't really drop below top 100 until I quit the game. So that's very good, but I also did pivot into better teams later on. But they might be a little outclassed now. It might be a little bit harder to get that top 100, and probably almost impossible to get that top 10 slot, but you can get pretty high into the arena with them. And they struggle at raiding. That's the one thing that they're not super great at. They can still raid, especially lower level raids, but they do kind of struggle with the raids a little bit. And but again, like, The Sinister Six is just like added value. The 10,000 energy is what's really important about that bundle. After you buy that bundle, it'll kind of level up the next day. So it'll be back. It'll say like Sinister Six Power Starter offer and more or something, and it'll be another $20 bundle, which will allow you to 5-star your Sinister Six. You'll get another 1,500 energy, not nearly as much energy, but you'll also get 1,000 blue ability upgrade materials and 20 green ability orbs. So it's not as good as the first one, but still pretty good. If you want to buy that, you definitely do not have to. But keep in mind, you do need 5-star Sinister Six for Shuri, so if you don't get that, you're going to need to farm out those Sinister Six a little bit to get your Shuri. After that, the Guardians Power Starter bundle is much of the same thing. It's a $15 bundle for 7,000 energy and 4-star Guardians of the Galaxy team. I don't think it's as good. I don't think the Guardians of the Galaxy are as versatile or useful as the Sinister Six. But Gamora and Rocket are two must-haves. Gamora is in Infinity Watch, which is a great team, and she is a very powerful character. You pair her with Nebula and Phyla-Vell with two other units early in the game, the two best cosmic units you can find, and you're going to have a very good time in Arena. So, with that being said, she's great to work up. And Rocket you need for the Nowhere heist, which you're going to get Invisible Woman for. You need Invincible Woman, Doc Ock, and Star-Lord, as well as Rocket Raccoon and Kitty Pryde. That's going to be your Nowhere heist team. It's an event that comes up every couple of months, and or every couple of weeks, whatever. And then you do it, you get a bunch of Red Star mats. So very good event, and preparing for that event as early as you can is pretty important in my opinion. Now, and the third best offer, which is very good, it's the best team out of all the offers you have, is going to be the Asgardian starter offer. So the Asgardian starter pack is a $50 pack, but you only get 4-star Asgardians from it. You don't get any energy, you don't get any gold, you don't get any resources. It's at face value, it kind of sucks. You're like, what the fuck? I just get 4-star dudes for, $50. That doesn't seem worth it, but the Asgardians are like the Sinister Six, but much better. So they aren't just jack of all trades. They're very good at just about everything. They'll get you very high in Arena. I've gotten to top 30 in the Arena with them already, even though I'm a month behind. They're going to carry you through the campaign with no issues. Nexus campaign, 0 issues. Cosmic campaign, 0 issues. Mystic campaign, where you have 4 of them, and then just put in like Silver Surfer for your 5th, you're going to have no issues. Hero campaign, they can carry pretty well, and villain campaign is going to be a little bit tricky, but it's not that bad, because I think Hela and Loki are supports and controllers by trade, so they're not doing a ton of damage. They're mainly just, debuffing and controlling the enemy team, so you're going to need to work on some strong villain carries there to help, to help them shine a little bit, but they're still very powerful. You won't have much issues with any of the campaigns, really. Excuse me. Okay. With that being said, after you get those 3 offers, the only other thing I would buy after that is energy. The energy offers are the only thing I like, and the war supply offers are also what I like. Well, actually, I don't personally like the war supply offers. I just get them from the Blitz store because I blitz all the time. But a lot of whales don't blitz that much, so they just buy the war bundle. So that's just what some people buy. It's really just energy and war bundles, and some gear once you get up there. Not orange gear and blue gear. You're gonna get an abundance of that eventually, but more like higher level orange gear and more teal gear is where you might need to start buying some gear if you want to progress a little bit quicker. You want to get into DD5 and you're just getting bottlenecked, and it is what it is. It's a shame, but sometimes these things happen. Other than that, I think almost every other offer is garbage except for the one core offers as well. But that's my personal opinion, man. It's your money, or your use it how you want to use it. Just my 2 cents. I would really only buy energy and other things like that. I'd be more focused on utility and getting levels faster than I would about building more teams, because you're not going to work on that many teams at once anyway. You just can't. Okay. So now that the spending section's out of the way, let's just talk about some basics. Some basic tips and tricks and principles that you should know about this game. Alright, let's talk about the roster. See this red dot? I know it's annoying, but do not try to make that dot go away. Pretty much what this dot is telling you is that you have shit to upgrade with your abilities. Really. It happens. You're going to see it, and it's going to be there. Don't worry too much about that. I might buy that, though. Point is, don't worry about it. You know, save your ability upgrades until you have extras. Use your ability upgrades on your primary arena team, and just hoard them until your primary arena team is fully 6/6, 6/4 on their abilities. I don't know if the red dot also it comes up for training as well, so it's telling you can train somebody. Don't worry about it. Do not waste resources on trying to get everybody up as high as you can. Just work on your 2 main teams, or that's about it. And then if you run out of stuff to farm for those guys, work on some side guys. I'm bringing up Cersei and Silver Surfer. I'm going to be bringing up Nebula and Gamora. I'm going to be trying to get Phyla-Vell. I'm going to be bringing her in as well. Heroes for Hire, I'm going to work on eventually. Wave 1 Avengers, I'm going to work on eventually. Web Warriors, I'm going to work on eventually. Weapon X, I'm going to work on eventually. Shuri, I'm going to work on eventually. All these things are kind of just things I'm going to work on in the near future, but for now, do not worry about more than a team or two, maybe 2.5 teams tops. That's about it. As you can see, I still have an abundance of training materials and a pretty solid amount of gold for this stage of the game. So yeah, just save your resources. Don't blow them leveling everything at once. Just 2.5 teams at a time. Alright, let's talk about power cores. Power cores, first off, buying power cores, in most gacha games like this, buying premium currency like this is kind of a rip-off. But this is the only way to get them other than your dailies and your arenas, because most other gacha games will include them in almost all of their offers. This game does not, so these power cores are actually kind of worth it. So, I value energy above all else, as I've said earlier. I value about 100 energy, $1. So, and as you can see here, 150 power cores is $2, and these 150 power cores can get you 3 energy resets. So I would value this at about, this is fair, this is great, that's fine. I have no problem with that. And then the higher you go, the more it's worth. With that being said, only use your power cores on your energy resets and your node refreshes when there's a node that you need a hard farm. For example, that's my campaign, I'm sorry. I was trying to go to my roster. My Heimdall here needs 5 of these pots. And there's only 1 node currently where I can farm those pots. So I needed to max refresh this node. I needed to use all my cores on refreshing this node and refilling my energy to hard farm that node to try to get those pots. And all this gear required those pots. This gear required them. This gear required them. This gear required them. Did this require them too? This is the only thing that didn't require them. So I needed 25 of those pots I could only get from one node, which is kind of ridiculous, but things like that happen sometimes, and that's when it's justified to use those energy refreshes on node resets. Another justification is called a panic farm. So down here, where's the events? The events, here's where you're going to get your legendaries. Say there's a legendary coming up and you're not quite ready for them, but you're close. Like Black and Ebony. Say you have most of your humans at 5-star, but like 1 or 2 of them is just below 5-star. You can refresh those nodes to try to get more shards of that character early. And be ready for that legendary event when it comes around. Those are only 2 justifications of node refreshes. Don't just refresh nodes willy-nilly. And refresh your energy the max amount until you hit 100, which I think is about 5 refreshes, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check real quick. Oh, I can't farm him yet. Never mind. Sorry. I can't check, but I'm showing you that I've already used it all for today. So that's where you should be using your cores. On top of your cores, let's talk about each of your credits. You've got your gold store. There's gear here that you need. Feel free to buy it, especially once you get higher levels. There's going to be some purples in here that you're going to want. Not purples, oranges, excuse me. There's going to be some orange gear in here that you're going to need to buy, especially those mini uniques. And those uniques are very good things to buy because they're very hard to get otherwise. Alright, Blitz store. Working on your heroes for hire is good. Getting Shang-Chi and Misty Knight is fine. Luke Cage for your heroes for hire. Miles is farmable though as a node farm. Gamora for your Infinity Watch. Those are a couple things that you should use your credits for, or you can just buy the Blitz orbs. Raid credits. If you see anything up here good that you want, go ahead. Do I want Cloak? I do want Cloak. I'm buying Cloak. Cloak's very good. The New Warriors are a very good team. Here you want either Phylavel or Colleen Wing, or again, the orbs. Also here you can also buy the orbs. You might want gear orbs more than anything, unless you're going for a certain character. If you're going for some mutants, getting these mutant orbs. These beta orbs have a lot of mutants. They have all the mutants. Yeah, probably get these beta orbs, actually, with these. Oh, you need fragments. You can't use your... I forgot, you can't use your credits there. You can only use your credits for these orbs. What do you get from these orbs? Negasonic, Yo-Yo, Sabertooth. Yeah, buy these orbs or buy some gear orbs if you need gear. Arena orbs. Don't worry about this shit. It's just costumes. I don't think they're worth it in any way, but whatever. You do you. You want some skins, go ahead and buy them. Don't worry about this, but this is Cosmic Crucible. You can pretty much only get gear. This is a different currency, so you just worry about the gear you need and the currency, and then Red Star Store. I'm debating just getting one red Omega red, like right off the bat. I know I'm going to work on him eventually. No, just save it. Don't use credits on anybody you don't have. If you get them through an orb, that's one thing, but I wouldn't waste the credits on anybody that you have. Save them for somebody that you have and you really need the red star for. So that's basic use of your resources and everything, and basic furthermore, oh my god, my throat hurts. Just talk about the Blitz. You don't, so this isn't like It's kind of like raids, but like not. You don't have. You can use You can use this up to 35 different teams, I think, or you can have 35 teams saved, but you can use as many teams as you want. But just save as many teams as you can throw together, and just use all of your teams. So you get more blitz credits, you get more rewards, you get higher in the milestones, you get into the ranking system, etc. That's another thing to focus on. So, make sure you're doing your dailies every day, completing those out, leveling up the strike pass, getting this stuff. Strike passes are also good buys. I should have mentioned that back in the spending guide, but yeah, buying the strike pass is also good. And you're going to get the RTA pass, which is good as well. What else? I think that's about it for basics and fundamentals, and just not throwing your shit down the toilet. Okay, let's talk about priorities. Priority 1 is going to be building a strong arena team. If you bought Asgardians, awesome, you already have a strong one. If you bought Sinister 6, Sinister 6 is pretty good. If you're free to play and you bought neither, then you're going to eventually get Asgardians and Wave 1 Avengers in your welcome welcome calendars. So you're going to get Captain America and Thor for free. You're going to get Sif for free. I think there's another calendar that had Hawkeye and Black Widow in it. Where's Sif? There it is, July calendar. You're going to get Sif for free. So farm those that you can from the Wave 1 of Warriors and Avengers, or the Wave 1 Avengers and Asgardians, I'm sorry. And they're all pretty farmable pretty early. Hulk you can only get through achievements. Black Widow is on Villains 1-9, so you can farm her at the beginning of the game. I think Hawkeye is the same thing, just on Heroes 1-9. Yep, Heroes 1-9. Captain America is a little bit deeper, but you can still farm him. He's at... Nope. No. He's at Nexus 1-3. You can get him pretty early, too. So farming those three is important. You can't farm Thor, but you do have a free one, so having these 4 plus Thor plus Sif is pretty strong. And if you can get Heimdall, Heimdall can replace Black Widow or Hawkeye or Cap. Yeah, Black Widow and Hawkeye actually combo really well, so you might want to bench Cap once you get Heimdall. Then you have your hero, you have some hero Asgardians, you have some Wave 1 Avengers, and it's a pretty solid team that will get you through the Heroes campaign and get you through the arena. And you're just going to want to get as high in the arena as you can and stay there as long as you can and get further and further and further until you start getting your Infinity Watch. So once you get 5 level, you can start working on the rest of your Infinity Watch. Well, not the rest of it, but at least Gamora and Nebula. And you can bring up your Silver Surfer, and if you have a Cersei, bring her. If you have a Kestrel, bring her. If you have a Deathpool, bring her. If you have Icarus, bring him. Those are just some options to kind of plug in there, and that will also help you climb the arena very fast. Gambit's also pretty good, and almost everybody has Gambit right now. So, son of a bitch. I hope that didn't cut out too much. If I have to record this again, I'm going to be pissed. Whatever. After that, you're going to want to be building your campaigns teams and getting through the campaigns as quickly as possible. After you have your campaign team and your arena team down, you're going to start working on your raid teams so that you can get gear so you can go into the Dark Dimension. Once you got your raid teams for like Ultima 7, then you can go into Dark Dimension, start working on your Dark Dimension teams, your earlier Dark Dimension teams, DD2, DD3. After that, you're going to kind of want to be doing Doom raids to get into DD4 and DD5. Finally, once you're done with that, you can start worrying about your war teams. After you've got all the rest of your other teams put together, you can start throwing together some war teams. And that's what your priority should be. Also, keep a budget. Don't spend more gold than you're making in a day. Don't spend more cores than you're making in a day. So kind of try to budget yourself. Pay attention to what you're spending, and don't spend more than you can. You know what I mean? On the next episode, we're going to go more into depth on the campaigns and what teams you need for that, what teams I suggest, and then I think I'll also talk about what Dark Dimension teams are going to start building. But I hope you guys learned something. I hope you have a better grasp of the game at this point. If you have any questions, feel free to try to add me. Here's my PID. Send me an ad if I'm full. I do apologize. I am working on a Discord server, and y'all can join that if you want as well. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great rest of your day.